straighten my seat up. All right, okay, yeah, I was just trying to get that sun on my face. But how you guys doing? What am I gonna call us? Us who commune here, you know, for education. Students, I don't know. Semantics aside though, this is actually kind of a serious video, because I want to go over some things. So first of all, my name is King, or King Drake. It's easier to say King, and I trade futures. If you don't know what that is, that's okay. I'm gonna go over that in this video and really explain like the comparisons between the different I guess you could say, mediums of trading, right? If trading was like art, you know, there are different mediums to it. Like you could trade futures, stocks, options, let's see, indices, I mean, which is low-key kind of like Forex. I don't really trade Forex myself, but I'm gonna go over that in this video. Let's see. And yeah, this video is really for beginner traders, and to help like you guys figure out what options you have available to you, because starting off, it's like you don't know anything about the industry, you don't know where you should be putting your money, and why, you know, or the things that you should consider. So that's what I want to go over. And I do want to touch on though the benefits of like futures trading, specifically because that is what I trade, and that's so I do have that bias. People might, it really comes down to what your financial needs are, you know. I trade futures because of the high leverage that they offer, which is good for like beginner traders who are looking to start small, but you know, still be able to compound and grow an account. Also they're regulated and insured in the US, so there's that safety net there, right? And that's kind of the big thing. I think that is the deciding factor for me, because if you trade Forex, if you trade stocks, if you trade options, well, stocks and options are going to be in the same boat. There's regulation, there's insurance within the US sector, and also that is who this video is for. It's US American traders, because recently we had a lot of, I guess you could say, fear and undoubt, you know, fear and uncertainty in the Forex market, because prop firms aren't taking on US clients, brokers getting shut down and or taken off a MetaTrader, prop firms getting shut down. All of this stuff is creating, like, if you're a new trader, you're thinking like, I don't want nothing to do with this. This is a scam, you know. So that's kind of why I'm making this video, because trading can be a scam. Yeah, sure, just like any business can be a scam, right? You can go to the corner store and they could be taxing you a lot for a particular item, and in the market area nobody charges that much for that item, right? And people are going to try and tilt the scale in their favor sometimes, you know, in all fields. However, this is a regulated field. You know, there is laws and stuff and stipulations that you have to follow to be in this field. And that's kind of, I believe, around the board. Now, every country has their different regulations and stuff like that. And so that's why you stick with your country. And you know, unfortunately, if you don't like the regulations in your country, people here in America do it all the time. They don't like the Forex regulations. So they go to other countries. They go to Puerto Rico. They go to Dubai or whatever. I also think that has something to do with evading taxes, or not evading taxes, but lowering your tax responsibility or liability or whatever. But yeah, so, you know, it comes down to what's convenient for you, you know. And a lot of people get into trading to add a layer of freedom and security and comfort in their life. So you don't want it to be one of those things that's actually more stressful than it's required to be. Like, yeah, there is a type of strict discipline you need to follow, but that doesn't mean it has to be stressful. Yeah, so you could trade Forex, future stocks, options, whichever, but just with future stocks and options there, and if you're an American trader, those are like US caters to us. Also Forex, but if you're gonna trade Forex here, the regulation doesn't allow for as high a leverage, and I think that's another thing that deters American traders from trading with them, because if you're starting small, well, you can't put $500 in an account and take a position that's going to make you anything more than a couple dollars. And that's, because they're not going to let you blow your capital with such a low leverage. You're not going to be able to take the bigger positions with the smaller account size. And so that's not attractive to newer traders who don't have the capital to begin with. That's why they're getting into trading, and with professionals saying stuff like less trades, larger size, it really makes it hard for traders to look into the American markets, because if they're coming from Forex and they look at the Forex regulations, they're completely turned off, right? But a lot of times, we don't allow ourselves to dig a little deeper into another thing. We might get tunnel vision, and I that's what I want to make this video for too, is so traders don't get tunnel vision and think, oh, I have to trade Forex, when you can trade a chart. A chart is a chart is a chart is a chart. You can trade whatever you want, whatever you're comfortable with. Once you have the skill, right? Once you have the skill of trading, a chart is a chart is a chart is a chart, and you can trade Forex futures the same way, you know what I'm saying, or stocks the same way, options the same way. Yeah, they have fundamental differences, but technical analysis is the same across the board. Your news sources and the information you're going to have to look out for as far as the economics, the macros, that's going to be where things do differentiate. But a chart is a chart is a chart is a chart. I seen that in a comment on shouts out Doily Exchange on YouTube as well. He's a really good YouTuber who's been super consistent and transparent as far as with his experience in the trading industry. And that's kind of why, for people like him too, that's why I'm making this video. I seen him post a video yesterday. He's like, I'm gonna incorporate futures into 2024, and he's a very private person. Don't know if he allows, if he has too many people in his ear, really, because of that are giving him the game on futures for real. But so that's what this video is for. People who are just uninformed. It's not that they can't trade. These people are good traders, right? Doily is a great trader. You can watch his videos and see the track record. But I hate to be that guy, but especially in the brown community, there is a lack of information, I feel like, or just a lack of the aspiration, maybe, because a lot of people in the black and brown communities have never, heard of trading, really, let alone, everybody knows stocks and investing, but nobody knows the nitty gritty, and to the point to where they would even consider being a trader because of the risk associated, and especially with the history to the community being that there is, a disadvantage, call it what you want, but there was a time where things weren't catered to everybody. They were trying to segregate groups of people, and at the end of the day, God put us all here, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about some big guy in the sky, I'm talking everything that's natural, as far as I know, and we as a species know, nobody just got dropped here. And if you really think that, ask your mom how it felt to push you out, you know what I'm saying? Nobody is different from the next person here, so it's it's just, it's really, especially in this day and age with how much information spreads, there's no reason to not do your due diligence. There's no reason to be uninformed, to make decisions without the proper research behind it. So you know, that's what I hopefully can help you do after watching this video. Yeah, and like I said, I just think being black and brown puts you already at a disadvantage. So I wanted to make this video. Also discuss how I wanted to discuss oh, another thing, I am coming out with a course like on futures and my style of trading, because there's so many ways to trade. It's so many things you could look at, and everybody's different, but I just want to put my 2 cents out there so that you know, people could have that. I don't want to charge for it, you know. Maybe if I put a lot of work into this, then there might be some type of fee or whatever later. But like, as far as the first rundown of like how I trade, I take my positions, and the step-by-step process, like from going to selecting a broker, to funding a broker, and so forth, to finally closing a trade and withdrawing your profits. Like that's how I want to outline the course, very much so, like here then here. Like, you're not just gonna go here, you know what I mean? And you shouldn't. With anything worth while, is gonna take some time, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so sorry, it's some kids outside, they're racing, can't catch them. All right, anyway, yeah, so that's what I wanted to touch on. Sorry, I keep looking down at my notes, because I just really wanted to make this video. I feel like there's a lot of confusion in the community right now, and I of course want to take the time to make everything polished and really nice for you, so that it's digestible easier. But if you want to be in this field, you're gonna have to listen to the people in this field for a little bit, you know, until you could really have your own feet with it. You gotta kind of be hand walked. So yeah, that's why I wanted to make this video now, as soon as possible, just because it's the beginning of the year still, and there's no reason you should have to go throughout this entire year trying to figure out, do I want to trade Forex? Do I want to trade futures, stocks, options? What are my options? Like, that's what this video is for. Forget all the unregulated brokers, forget all of that. And I'm not even saying that because of the risk associated, but just like, you know, you shouldn't have to be uncertain, you know what I'm saying? Why go through those means if there is more secure methods of, you know, holding your money somewhere that you're able to trade it? And, you know, yeah, it's just no reason, I think, to take on that risk when there's regulation here in America. Yeah, so definitely, you know, if this video doesn't touch on everything that you felt like you needed to understand, do your research. Like, I can't stress that enough. It's information everywhere. Just read everything, and once you read long enough, you know, you're gonna be able to piece things together and formulate your own bias, kind of like how I am with this video. That's all I did. I went and looked up, why are people switching to futures, why, and then I didn't even have to look up the news on Forex, because I've been trading Forex, and I see that, like, I had a prop account with FTMO. I failed the challenge and I couldn't get another one, and that was kind of disappointing for me, because I feel like I'm only getting better, and if you give me another chance, I'm not gonna do as bad as the first thing. Like, I'm gonna show improvement, like, and I wanted to be able to do that. And, you know, but FTMO ain't the only option, and that's what doing my research actually helped me to discover, right? So next point I wanted to touch on is just it really comes down to the person, you know, like, where do you live? Because you could be watching this video and it doesn't even pertain to you because you're not American, right? Or you are American and, you know, it has it pertains to you entirely. And you know, so then you have to ask, like, how much money do you have to start off with? Because if you have $25,000, just go trade options, go trade stocks. Like I said, a chart is a chart is a chart. Or if you don't have that much money, or even if you do have a lot of money but you're looking to take on bigger risk because you personally have decided that you have the money to risk. I would never risk money that I cannot afford to lose. I'm not trading with the rent money. Do not trade the rent money. But if you say you do have a lot of money, maybe you have a really nice job, saved up a lot of money, and you want to risk a full $10,000, and you want to put $30,000 in a trading account to be able to leverage that $10,000 fully. And actually, if you want to lose the whole $10,000, you can. Because if you put $10,000 in an account, you're not going to be able to risk the entire account, obviously, you know, in one position. Maybe that if it draws down enough and you hold on to it, yeah. But you know, if you're actually using proper risk management, you're probably never going to find yourself in a position where you dropped a position and lost the entire account. It's usually going to be a fraction of it, the leverage. And you know, it's not a lot of like, I know Top Step will take you right out the trade once you hit that max daily loss, like, and you don't have to do it yourself. You don't have to set a stop loss in that sense. So a lot of ways American traders are protected by our regulations and stuff like that, but and even some of these firms. But yeah, and I just yeah, again, with the overseas brokers stopping serving US clients or not being able to be on MetaTrader, which everybody was using, I trade on TradingView now, and I trade with TradeOvate, and it is fine for me. Look into TradeOvate, look into how to actually operate TradingView. TradingView has brokers on there that are accredited. You know, they had to go through certain steps to even be on TradingView. So check out some of those brokers. That's where I found TradeOvate. Let me go ahead and wrap this video up though. Yeah, so basically that's all I had. You just got to think about the key points really are where's going to give me the most security, right? Because this is our money we're talking about. And can I learn the platforms? Because really, if you're coming from Forex where all you was using is MetaTrader, I'm gonna let you know, like, MetaTrader is very minimal, like, and nobody likes charting on MetaTrader. I don't know a single person who would prefer to chart on MetaTrader. But you know, if you do, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? It's if you could do it on MetaTrader, you could do it on TradingView, or you could do it on TradeLocker, or I'm not gonna say anything because, like, for example, TradeOvate has their own app and their own way to, like, trade, and I actually think their platform is butt kiss. Like, I don't like the layout. It looks kind of just like unorganized to me. Like they didn't really think of the intuitiveness behind it. But I don't know, I don't know what goes into making these softwares and these platforms, but you know, I just do know it didn't feel the most intuitive. But like I said, I like TradeOvate. You know, I appreciate their services, and yeah, so hopefully this video helped you figure out what do you want to do going into 24. Am I going to continue trading Forex and have all this uncertainty behind my money, or do I want to actually put some security behind my money? That's all I have for you guys today. Again, hopefully this video was informative. If you liked the video, do like it. Comment if you want to keep the conversation going. If there's something you feel I missed, if you have a question, let's talk about it. Yeah, because I really don't want the community as a whole to go into the future not knowing about futures. I'm sorry, that was gay, that was corny. Yeah, that was, I'm out, YouTube.